People can sniff out your aim in leadership. If you are unaware of what you are aiming at, people will question your intentions and you will lose loyalty. And this is also true for managers as well as founders. In this episode, I'm going to dive deep into your aim and understanding your aim, which will help you become a successful leader and prevent you from losing loyalty from your team. My name is Skylar Lewis, and this is the Christian Business Mentor Podcast. Let's dive in. So I was in Rome a couple weeks ago with my boys, with my wife, and with my mom and my dad, and we were out visiting the Colosseum. And so we were checking out this amazing structure. And as we were visiting the Colosseum, it crossed my mind, hey, you know what? I want to watch the Gladiator with my kids. So after a long day, we go back to our spot. We put on the Gladiator movie, which is one of my favorite movies, and my kids probably a little young, 8 and 11, a lot of killing, a lot of craziness, but it's all good. So we're watching Gladiator, and the first scene, man. So Maximus, who's the general of Rome, the top generals, is conquering a ton. He actually conquers, he wins this battle, and then Marcus Aurelius, who's the emperor of Rome, shows up to congratulate him. And his son is also there. So his son sees Marcus Aurelius congratulating him, and he starts to have jealousy. And you could see Commodus, he wants to be the emperor. He wants it for power. He wants to be the emperor. He wants to be king. He wants it so bad that he's willing to do whatever it takes selfishly. And so anyway, Marcus Aurelius and Maximus, the general, actually meet, right? They meet in a tent. And then Marcus Aurelius says, hey, I want you to be the next emperor of Rome. I don't want my son to be the emperor. I want you to be it. And so Maximus, the general, says, hey, more than anything, no. Basically, I do not want to be the emperor of Rome. I don't want that level of power. And so you see the difference, right? Commodus, who selfishly desired the power, the glory, the status, the role. And sometimes you can look at yourself as a CEO or founder. Do you want the role? Or even your managers in your team, are they so focused on the role that they lose the focus of serving the organization? And so what ends up happening is the emperor actually says, Maximus, this is why I want you to be the emperor, is because you don't want it. So you don't want it, therefore I want to exalt you, because you're not trying to exalt yourself. And so we want to be aware of this, the way we lead, right? Are we trying to exalt ourselves and build ourselves up as founders or CEOs? Also, when we're looking at our team, what team members are trying to exalt themselves and build themselves up versus serving the organization? So what ends up happening is Commodus hears that conversation after Maximus leaves, ends up walking into the tent, kills his father just to gain the status as emperor. So there's multiple verses that talk about selfish ambition. So where there is selfish ambition and vain conceit, there you will find disorder and every evil practice. Also, James 4:10 says, humble yourselves for the Lord, and he will exalt you. So focusing on humbling yourself to your organization, humbling yourself to other people, God ends up exalting you. The people end up exalting you. I want to exalt the team members on my team that show humility, that show a level of servanthood to the organization. When I can tell someone's in it for themselves, I have less of a desire to go serve them. But when I can tell they're serving the organization, man, it makes me want to serve them even more. And that's how it works. You can tell your buddies and your friends that are in it for themselves. They're selfish. There's selfish ambition. Or you can tell the friends that are truly in it for the friendship and they're leaning in and they're really being that's what it means to be a great friend, is serving the other person. And so as a founder, how are you serving your organization? And is your aim to exalt yourself, to get what you deserve, to reach a financial destination? Is it primarily about you, or is it primarily about serving your clients and serving your team and creating the best possible environment for them? And so I want you to consider that as you're building in the space of entrepreneurship, is what is your aim in doing this? Because your aim matters. God knows your aim, right? And so it's good to check in, why am I doing what I'm doing? And am I gaining loyalty or am I losing loyalty? Because people can tell. People can tell if you have a selfish aim or if your aim is really to serve them. Those who lose their life will gain it. Spoken by Christ and is true every day of your life. Losing your life is serving the people around you and putting their best interests first.